the challenge of fitting in. We are all a little different in our understanding and approach to life, but we are all connected by the simple fact we are alive, in a human body having a human experience. It is only when we start to diverge from mainstream thinking that any difference appears to become an issue.
As an example, for those following this path of clearing, the more you follow it and develop your understanding of clearing, the more it changes you. At first, minor, subtle changes, nothing obvious. Depending upon the frequency of your practice, you may go through significant jumps from one way of being to another. Just new levels of understanding, really. Along with these changes in your understanding, one of the first things you notice is that others find it difficult to follow your conversations. With any new changes to the way you relate and understand your developing nature, while you are still, to some degree or other, lost in the illusion of separation and judgment, you compare yourself to others. It is common to judge others as being less than you just because you have made some shifts in consciousness. Others in turn tend to judge you as being a little strange or just different. While you are still integrating this new level of awareness, it is hard, if not impossible, to explain yourself to others. And you, in turn, no longer have the same interest in their conversational topics. This can be a slow process to the point that you do not even notice it at first, but change, for all things, is inevitable. People appear to you to be stuck in the past, same conversations, same patterns of behavior. You quickly forget that just a short time ago, you too were stuck in the past, same conversations, same patterns of behavior. I have met people who believed they were superior to others as a result of the changes they went through. This is just the ego, the attachment and identification with the body, thoughts and feelings, speaking. It can be hard for the traveler on the path of clearing. I limit myself to clearing in this article because that is what I know. Surely there are many other paths that appear to lead into isolation. For as we change inside, our reality seems to shift as well. Things that were once important become insignificant. Likes and dislikes lose some of their intensity. Those who were once friends fall away, often to make room for new friends to appear. Interests change not because we have sought out new interests. Simply put, we see through our earlier interests and no longer find them, well, interesting. Almost as though we are in a department store, we become comfortable, familiar with the products on the first floor. This appears to be our reality. Yet, as a result of our actions, thoughts, and words, we are drawn to the elevator and change floors. The new level contains many new possibilities. The layout is different, the products new and exciting. It takes us time to become familiar with this new environment. At first, we compare it to the lower level. This is better, this is worse, this is different, this is nice, and so on. But with this new level becomes comfortable, familiar. We forget about the other level and all appears to go well, until we are inevitably drawn back to the elevator and step out onto yet another floor. And the process of familiarization starts again. Comparing, judging, accepting, denying. The usual process of familiarization, until this level too becomes comfortable, familiar. As will often happen, when we see how our life's journey has brought us to this place, we spend a few moments in reflection, thinking back to when we were at a different level. We may wonder what happened to all those people on the other level. Are they still there, going through the same motions, living the same lives? We may judge them for their state of being. We may feel the need to help elevate them to our level so that they too may enjoy the benefits that appear to come with this change of level. But again, on reflection, we see that we cannot do anything. Each of us, including this self, have their own path. Many are happy with their path, or at least accepting their lot in life. If we are honest when we look back, we will see our lives were in that same groove that we now judge. While we were happy, or at least content, in that groove we fitted in with everyone else who was in the same groove. We did not give much thought to the possibility of different grooves, that was out of the bounds of our imagination, content as we were in that groove. But then, through some quirk of fate, or was it the inevitability of time passing or a product of how we managed life that we discovered the elevator? Riding the elevator, we must, at some point, leave the past behind. The new level requires that you leave some of your past behind. The alternative is to go a little crazy. Leaving the past behind has incredible consequences, not just leaving old friends and old environments behind, but letting go of aspects of the self that you had long associated with. That is where the real benefits of the elevator become obvious. Yet without the elevator, this new understanding would not have been possible. As you reflect on your journey and see that at some point you fitted in with past acquaintances, then you can no longer judge them for who they are, where they are, what they do, or what they say, because you realize that was once you. And then you begin to wonder, how high does the elevator go?